Let's chat Baltimore Ravens now. Could they add a veteran edge rusher after drafting both Dalen Hayes and Odafe Oweh out of Penn State? As things sit on their roster, you got Pernell McPhee, Tyus Bowser, Jalen Ferguson, Odafe Oweh, and Dalen Hayes. That's 5 guys that I think they want to make the roster. Are they going to go 6 deep? Maybe, maybe not, but I will make note, there are some intriguing names out there. Let's start with Melvin Ingram. Now, this idea comes to us from Sports Illustrated, who threw out 2 names that the Ravens should go explore. Now, I do know that Ingram fits the defense. A 3-4 edge rusher, stand-up guy, perfect sense. He'd also, I think, be pretty affordable for the Baltimore Ravens, and you could even argue might be an upgrade over Pernell McPhee. Red flag beyond just the roster numbers is that Ingram is coming off a down year. Now, next to nothing production-wise, 0 sacks in his age 31 season is a bit of a red flag. So maybe the Ravens look at a guy they already brought in for a visit. That was Justin Houston. Again, Sports Illustrated came up with this idea. Credit to them. Houston met with Baltimore back in mid-April, and it was a pre-draft visit. They did not sign him at the time, but they could still bring him in. And he brings a lot more proven production than is currently on that roster. From a pure production standpoint, ignoring the age and potential decline, he would be the best pass rusher on that roster. Over Pernell McPhee, although not quite the same upside long-term as guys like Oweh and guys like Tyus Bowser. I'm kind of hoping has a breakout year. So if the Ravens were to add one of these guys, who would you make it? Type MI for Melvin Ingram or type in JH for Justin Houston. Get your votes in. If you're going to sign somebody, who would it be? MI for Melvin Ingram, JH for Justin Houston. Now, 2020, as I mentioned, not good out of Melvin Ingram. 2019, though, was much better. 13 games, 11 tackles for loss, 7 sacks. He fits the Ravens' defense. The previous production is there. If you want a veteran, Ingram does make a lot of sense. Justin Houston, meanwhile, is actually even older than Melvin Ingram. And yet, despite at several points I thinking, oh, this guy's done, he's going to have to retire soon, he keeps humming along, keeps putting up production for KC, for Indy, etc. He continues to prove he's actually a really good player. So because the Ravens brought him in, Houston is the name I would keep an eye out for the most. I don't think the Ravens have to go get an edge rusher. I think they're in decent enough shape with the depth there. But if they think Hayes is not ready to go yet, or if they think Oweh is going to be a redshirt year guy, adding another veteran and going deeper at the edge rusher spot could make quite a bit of sense.